Yeah, you got feeling good this morning, Skip. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning.
Really?
It's all good.
Really? And why is that?
Don't worry about all that. I saw something last night, woke up to something even better this morning.
Really?
Well, I'm ready to go. I don't even want to talk no more.
I got so bored watching Aaron Rodgers last night that even I thought about flipping over to CNN. But that's just me.
Skip, don't do that.
Yeah.
That's so unbecoming of you. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Bored watching. That's saying something about you, Skip. I don't know about that. Shannon, your guy did get it done last night. So how about we discuss everything that went down? Rodgers was able to lead Green Bay to a convincing win over the 49ers last night and put up impressive numbers along the way. Rodgers racked up over 300 yards through the air and 4 touchdowns in the 34-17 win. Green Bay led by as many as 31 with 6 minutes to go in the fourth before San Francisco was able to score in garbage time. So, Shannon, you said you're feeling good today. How impressive was Aaron Rodgers last night?
Rodgers was magnificent. It was a virtuoso. And sometimes, Skip, you can look at your opponent and all the great performances, musical performances in history, hasn't necessarily happened at Madison Square Garden or happened at these large arenas. Skip, rest his soul, Prince, the last musical performance he gave in Atlanta at Fox, which is like a 5,000-seat venue, maybe not even that big. But they tell me it was a virtuoso. They said he did play in the play and say it was beautiful.
But he didn't know it was his last performance.
But I'm just saying.
Okay, all right.
When you play a team that you should beat, this is what you do. You go out there, you take care of business, you punch them in the stomach, you punch them in the head like, look, this is what's going to be all night long. You don't give them hope. And that's what he did. Skip, you see this, what he did? Now, he had a QBR. Now, you love QBR. It measures a quarterback's performance with his arms, with his legs, and touchdowns and all that incompletions from 0 to 100.
Yep.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if anybody's ever gotten 100 yet. But there have been a few people that's gotten 99. Now, Aaron Rodgers had a QBR of 99. That's the second highest of the season. Aaron Rodgers, this was his 6th game of 87 plus. Somebody down in Tampa, I won't even mention his name, in Central Florida, only has 2 such games. But he's played with. Aaron Rodgers also had, this was a 300 yards, 4 TDs, completed 80% of his passes. Aaron Rodgers has 2 such games of that. There's only one other. That's Russell Wilson. So, Skip, you told me yesterday when we were talking about Aaron Rodgers, when we were talking about Tom Brady and playing in the AFC East, it's not his fault. You can only play who's on the schedule. It's funny. I told you how sometimes these arguments that you make one day will come back to be in my favor the next. And here it is. You could only play who's on the schedule. And I know San Francisco, they were beat up. They lost their 3 top receivers. They're down to their 4th or 5th running back. But, hey, I like that they didn't dilly-dally around. I like that they went out there and they took care of business, Skip. And the connection with Devontae and Aaron Rodgers is vastly becoming the best in football. It's hard to say there's a better combination than those two. And we knew that Devontae was going to get a lot of targets because he's been averaging about 13, 14 targets, Skip, over the 4 games that he's been fully healthy. So I'm not surprised. He should have had over 200 because he stepped out of bounds on 1. And we could have been a long time. He just dropped it in his hand. But Skip, he did with it. Now, here's the thing, what I can't understand. Last year, Aaron Rodgers dropped off a cliff. Everybody said it's over. Green Bay even thought it was over because they took a quarterback in the first round. Now, Aaron Rodgers had 26 touchdowns and 4 interceptions last year. At the halfway point this year, he's 24-2. Now, I don't know a whole lot of quarterbacks that wouldn't take what Aaron Rodgers is giving right now. 24 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. What your guy got? Does your guy got 24 touchdowns? Does he have fewer than 2 interceptions?
What happened when my guy faced your guy? Help me out.
Oh, Drew Brees.
I'm a little foggy.
Oh, which one of my guys? Drew Brees?
Your virtuoso guy.
Skip, your guy won.
Oh.
Skip, that's what. Hold on. There's a chance that we might see you down the road again.
I hope so.
Yeah, you hope.
I really hope so. More than you ever know. More than I've ever hoped for anything in the history of this show. I hope that Tampa Bay faces A-Rod again.
And then, Skip, what you saw last night is that you saw a guy that was in complete control of the offense and confirms and validates what I knew, that they wasted a couple of draft picks early. They could have got him a receiver. They could have got some help on defense because the 2 guys that they drafted in the first 2 rounds is not going to help him this year. He was great. You look at the throws that he made. You look at the command that he had of the offense, Skip. He's Aaron Rodgers.
So, my turn. My man, Shannon Sharp, just sat across the table. And by the way, for those who don't remember, he's in the Hall of Fame, is Shannon Sharp. He just said that his man, Aaron Rodgers, went magnificent virtuoso.
Yes.
Went Prince in Atlanta. What's the venue?
Fox.
The Fox venue in Atlanta. That's how great he was last night.
Yeah.
I'm also going to remind everyone he was playing against a team with $80.8 million worth of contracts on injured reserve or COVID list last night. Last night, Aaron Rodgers basically faced a practice squad team called the 49ers. They were the 49ers in jersey and helmet only. Because I'm going to also remind everybody, if I can just hit some of the lowlights here, they were without Garoppolo, without Kittle, without Mostert, without Debo or Ayuk, or Kendrick Bourne, who went COVID yesterday, or Trent Williams, who went COVID yesterday, or Nick Bosa, or Dee Ford, or Richard Sherman. I could go on and on and on.
Tevin Campbell.
I could just keep going. We don't have enough show for me to go on. And the one credit I will give to Aaron Rodgers is that soon after the game, he acknowledged in his career, he has never seen a team bitten by the injury bug as badly as that bug has bitten this team, and that includes the COVID bug.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's ever seen it like
ever.
this.
So how can you go virtuoso there? Because they should have won it, and they won it big. The Green Bay Packers are virtually, at least given the 2020 conditions we're all up against, they were virtually at full strength last night with a few missing pieces. Yeah. But there was one key piece you failed to mention in your opening soliloquy. I have told you from the start, the unsung MVP for the Green Bay Packers is the other Aaron, as in Jones, as in I fell victim to several reports yesterday that said he's going to miss yet another game with a calf injury.
Right.
And instead, I was stunned and fell out of my chair when I looked up and saw, wait a second, not only is Aaron Jones going to play tonight, he's going to be the offense tonight. Because what happened on the first 4 plays of the game? May I ask, Mr. Hall of Fame? What happened the first 4 plays of the game?
They gave him a couple of runs.
A couple of runs. Could we see a couple? It goes, Aaron, right out of the box. It goes, Aaron, oh, this is the pass play. There's Aaron Jones for 5. And then he goes for 11 on a little quick toss. God, he looked like Aaron. Look at him go. Look at him go. Is he not slippery and shifty and quick and strong for a little man? Here he goes again for another 6. And then Aaron's going to say, I think I'll just flip it to him and pad my stats with a little 15-yard toss. How many times have we seen this? A little screen toss, and he's off to the races again for 15 more yards.
So that was the difference in the ball game.
That set the tone for the whole night. And I sat back and said, that's too good. That's not fair. When you get him back against what's left of the 49ers, it is going to be a mismatch, and it was. Aaron got off to a great start, in large part because of the confidence he was able to build, because he had the little big man, Aaron Jones.
But, Skip, you remember he got off to the same start in Tampa. And then what happened? Aaron Jones was in there then?
So here's my issue with your man, Aaron Rodgers. He is the LeBron James of the National Football League. He is an all-time great front runner. When he smells blood, he will, so to speak, slit your throat. And he smelled nothing but 49er blood last night from the start. And he's like, I got this. I thought I told you at the end of the show yesterday, I thought he could go for the big 4-0-0 against this team, and he went just barely over 3-0-0 with 3-0-5.
It was unnecessary.
Oh, it was unnecessary.
But you told me, you said you wanted to see Aaron Rodgers get back into the MVP race with a performance.
Yeah.
Okay, now he gives you that.
Well, I wanted extraordinary. I wanted 400. I wanted 400.
Okay.
It's the 49ers, except they should have been called the 29ers last night.
Skip.
Because they were about 29% of what they were.
Skip, the guy only threw 31 passes.
Only 31?
Only 31.
Oh.
Your guy threw
No, wait, he completed 31.
No, he completed 25.
25 to 31. Okay, got it. Okay, here's my issue with your man. When the going gets tough, the tough don't really get going, as in Aaron Rodgers, because this year, I've seen 2 games just previous to this game that was this virtuoso we saw last night. I saw Aaron Rodgers at Tampa Bay. I saw him throw almost back-to-back pick sixes.
Okay, it happened.
I saw him then psychologically, mentally fold like a lawn chair at a Tampa retirement community the rest of the game. For the final 3 quarters of that game, he scored exactly 0 points, and he just went right in the psychological tank.
Right.
I'm like, really, Aaron? You're tougher than that, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're a first ballot Hall of Famer. You can't just fold in Tampa like that up against the GOAT.
Yeah, kind of
right?
like your guy did against Chicago. Folded.
Oh, I don't think he
Folded
folded.
up.
It was 21-19. He's throwing for the win at the end of the